Well, welcome to a brand new course, and I honestly couldn't be more excited about this. Today, we are going to unpack a really meaningful conversation with Ellie Richter, and she's going to introduce herself in just a minute. And this is all about unblocking your subconscious mind so you can tap into your true potential. And I think as entrepreneurs, as business owners, as humans, we want that. And we recognize that there's some stuff in here that may still be holding us back. So, Ellie, will you introduce yourself to the tribe and just tell us a little bit about you and what you're up to in the world?
Well, thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here. My name is Ellie Richter. As you can tell, I'm born and raised in Germany. I came to America at age 23, and at that time I had a college degree in physical therapy, and then when I immigrated that wasn't transferred, which was a huge blow to my ego, but it kind of forced me into entrepreneurship. So I've been an entrepreneur since I'm 24.
That's a few years.
That's now 18 years.
Incredible.
Yeah. I didn't know what I was doing for the 17 years of it.
You're just figuring out your way.
Yeah, and I didn't consider myself even an entrepreneur. I was just like, okay, I'm just doing what I can do with the stuff that I know.
Right.
So I went back to college because I've had this conditioning that you're only legit if you have a college degree. Because I didn't grow up with entrepreneurial parents whatsoever, and nor is entrepreneurship really something you do in Germany. Or, it wasn't really like legit.
It's a thing.
It wasn't a thing. So, and then eventually I transitioned into life coaching. Have been doing that now for almost 2 decades. I taught yoga, meditation, and like all the self-care, and self-care became like a half-time job.
Right.
It did a lot, no doubt. I read all the self-help books, did all the tools, did all the positive thinking, but eventually, about a year ago, it just kind of, that heart hit in my brain that I knew something needed to change. It started with stopping alcohol. Actually, I'm celebrating almost a year today.
Yay!
It's tomorrow, the anniversary.
Congratulations.
But what that started is the awareness of the mind inside the mind. And I had been reading about it and studying about it, but...
Can I ask you, because you can see me already, and I'm sure some people are thinking, like, what do you mean mind inside of the mind? Like, I thought I just had one. Can you unpack a little bit of that?
Yes.
Okay.
So, you know how when you're walking down the street and you're texting something or digesting your food at the same time, all of that is happening through the subconscious mind.
Right.
So that's the habitual mind. All of that happens on autopilot. And then we have the conscious mind. With the conscious mind, you might be deciding, I'm going to take a right here, and where do I need to go? I'm going to take a left there. But the subconscious mind is always yapping, and it keeps repeating what we learned in the first 14 years of our lives. And usually, for a lot of people, it does not necessarily support entrepreneurship or great success or financial abundance or abundant health. So, when you stop a substance like alcohol, you just become aware of how loud it is.
Right.
So it just became really loud, and I was like, okay, I know that meditation and sound bath and things like that can access it, and on some level we can rewire it, but I needed something faster. I mean, I'm German, and fast and efficient works for my brain.
Yes.
So I found Psyche, which is one of the 4 methods that you can use to actually access and change your subconscious. And that started the journey. And now I'm very excited because it unblocked me professionally, physically, emotionally, in all areas of life. I mean, it's not all perfect, so I can't say like, okay, like, da-da-da-da-da. But I feel so much different. Mm-hmm. And there are periods of time when my mind does nothing. And I just sit there and there's no thought that disrupts or disturbs me. And that's, to me, a miracle.
Yeah. I think for me, and probably many of you who are listening, the thought of not having thoughts and sitting and just being in a moment of peace sounds pretty glorious right about now. Yeah. So in the course of the next several lessons, we're going to unpack a lot of different things, and one of them is a big topic around what are self-limiting beliefs, and that's actually what we're going to drop into in lesson 1 and get a real understanding of what they are, what they sound like, so that you can start becoming aware if you have them. You do, I do, we all do. And then what they really look like, what they mean, and then we're going to keep unpacking this as we go through the next several lessons. So Yeah. Anything else we should say here in the intro before we dig in?
I don't think so. I'm very excited.
Me
so
too.
Let's do this.
All right, let's party.